Alright, boys and girls, in this video, I'll show you how to create the best possible offer for your service and the target audience that you're selling to. This video will help you pierce through the saturation, get interested replies, book more meetings, and ultimately get more clients. How do I know how to do this? Well, I sell cold email lead generation services to my clients, which means that I have to sell their services for them via cold email. I've worked with many different types of offers such as web design, short form content, video production, Google Ads, SEO, and much more. And I've made a bunch of mistakes, but at the same time, I've had a good amount of success as well. So I would say I know a thing or two about selling offers via cold email and outbound. So for this video, we'll be using Cold Email Wizard's equation below. So all credit goes to him here, which is transformation plus risk reversal plus evidence equals your offer. So with that said, let's hop right in and into how you can create an irresistible offer. Step number one, you want to research your target market. So the first step to creating an irresistible offer is knowing what your target market wants. So for example, if you're selling Google Ads to realtors, that cannot just be your offer. Why? Because what does Google Ads do for realtors exactly? If you go up to them and say, hey, I'll make you Google Ads, the realtor will be like, okay, what does that do for me? There's no outcome that they're expecting from your Google Ads. So it just falls flat in your face as a horrible offer. Now, some of you might be like, well, what if I pitch Google Ads as, leads, as a way of getting leads to realtors? But even that is saturated. Just think about it. Realtors get leads pitched to them all the time, whether it's by means of Facebook ads, whether it's SEO, whether it's, let's say networking events, whatever it may be, they get leads pitched to them all the time. That's a big part of their business. So even that is saturated. And I'm sure this applies to many of you as well, whether you're selling, qualified meetings to marketing agencies, or you're selling Facebook ads to chiropractors or gyms, whatever it may be. You face the same problem of saturation because everybody gets pitched leads or clients or whatever, right? So how can you stand out from all of the noise and make sure that your offer is the one that gets through? By doing market research. And let me show you how by using ChatGPT. So as you can see above in the screenshot, I've asked GPT, hey, what are the most valuable types of clients for realtors? And this is the example that we'll use in this video, Google Ads to realtors. But I've asked it, what are the most valuable types of clients for realtors? For you, it'll give out a bunch of answers, but just ask GPT to boil it down to the 3 most valuable types of clients for realtors. Now, in this example, if I am selling Google Ads to realtors, I can't help them get repeat clients. Nor can I help them get referral clients, but I can help them get investor clients by the means of Google Ads. So we'll just go with that. Now you want to ask it, okay, how are realtors trying to attract investor clients through marketing? And again, it'll give you a bunch of different stuff, but ask GPT to just boil it down to just 3. And the 3 in this example are special online presence, educational content, and networking. After you've done that, you now have 3 angles here which you could take this. But for this example's sake, I'll just take the networking route, but you can experiment and try with all 3. All you have to do is, again, apply it to your niche and your service. So far we have 2 things, right? We know that investor clients are one of the most valuable types of clients for realtors. And second, we know that they're getting these investor clients by networking. Now we just need to know how many investor clients that we can pitch to realtors by using Google Ads. Now here, you don't want to sound too unbelievable, but at the same time, we also have to make sure that it's a good amount so that they actually listen. Now for this, you can't solely rely on GPT, but it can be a good way to get an idea of how many of these clients that they're actually getting through marketing. So you can see here, I asked it, how many investor clients are realtors getting every single month? Give me an estimate. And after doing a little bit of nagging, it looks like on average realtors get about 2 to 5 new investor clients per month, but it can fluctuate significantly, right? Now, if GPT cannot give you a direct answer like this, your best bet is to speak to the market directly. How do you do this? You join groups where your target market resides, such as Facebook groups, Reddit, and ask these realtors directly. You can literally join any of these groups and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor. I'm a college student writing a research paper, and I was wondering, on average, how many new investor clients a month are you getting? And you'll get varying answers depending on the person that you ask. But if you ask 10 people and get an answer, just find the average of those, and that can be the amount that you're going to use to pitch to them. Now, for us, since we have a direct answer from GPT, which I did here, we can play around, and test them out. So for this example's sake, we can just pitch to them. If they get on average 2 to 5 new investor clients per month, we could just pitch to them 4 new investor clients per month, right? And just like that, your offer sounds something like, we can help you get 4 to 8 new investor clients every single month without having to go to networking events. That offer sounds so much better than, we can help you increase your leads. Why? Because it's so specific and it resonates with the market. It will seem like you understand the person that you are reaching out to, and you understand their business and how they're trying to attract this type of valuable client, right? That will help you get more leads. That is step number 1. So step number 2, now that you've done your research, you can finish off the rest of the offer formula that we learned from Daniel Fazio, aka Cold Email Wizard. And again, this is all from him, but this is how your offer is weighted, right? On a scale. The transformation part is 10%, the evidence is 80%, and the guarantee is 10%. Now, we already did the transformation part, in the previous step. So now it's time to do the evidence and the guarantee. So first, for the evidence, this is the most important part. This is the most weighted part here. Why? Because when the prospect gets your pitch, they want to see, has your services worked for other people in the past? Have you made someone else more money by working with them? Have you A, made someone else more money, B, saved someone else time, or C, have you saved someone else money? That's the 3 parts of an offer, but this is ultimately want to see, can you actually do the things that you're trying to pitch to them? And let me give you an example why the evidence is the most important part. Let's say you're looking at 2 weight loss programs, both of them with the same offer of, hey, we'll help you lose 5 to 10 pounds of fat every single month. One of them has no case studies, while the other one has 2 pictures of results like this below on their website. Now, from the offer and the pictures, which ones would you pick? Would you pick the one with no case studies, or would you pick the one with case studies with pictures like this? 100% of you would probably pick the one with case studies, of course. Why? Because you know that the one with case studies has gotten results for other people in the past, right? It's super simple, but it makes 100% sense. And the exact same concept applies when you're pitching your services to your niche. The more social proof that you have, the better your offer becomes. Because remember, it's 80% of the equation. So let me say it again. The more social proof that you have as an agency, the better your offer becomes. Even if your social proof is a case study in a different industry, use it. It is still valuable to you because it shows competence that your services work, and secondly, it shows that you're not a scammer. The biggest obstacle you face when you're pitching services to a stranger is trust. They've never met you, they've never heard about you, so why should they trust you? You can break this trust barrier by simply having case studies that show that you are a legit company and you have gotten results in the past. Now, if you're a beginner and you don't have case studies, here's what you do, right? You simply work on a performance basis. Now, I know most of you beginners don't want to do this because you want to make money, but trust me, this really is the only way to charge a lot of money later on down the line. You work on a performance basis until you can produce a case study from that client. Then once you have that case study, you can go to people similar to the client that you're working with and then charge a lot of money. Trust me, this really is a non-negotiable, but once you have that first case study, it becomes so easy to get new clients. All you need to do is get a case study, and to get one, you have to work with the client on a performance basis in the first place since you have no evidence, right? So finally, it's now time to implement the guarantee. Now, if you have a bunch of case studies, you do not need a guarantee again, but if you really add it in the mix, it can really spice up your offer to the next level. If you're a beginner, absolutely need a guarantee. Like I mentioned, the prospect doesn't trust you at all since they don't know you. And so since you don't have case studies, you must guarantee them some type of result that you must get them. So here's a few examples of guarantees. So if you're selling lead generation, 10 qualified sales calls in the first 90 days or you don't pay. Or lose 10 pounds of fat in the first 60 days or you get your money back. Or get 5 new investor clients in the first 60 days or you don't pay. Now all of these are a good starting point, but if you can get the numbers up, let's say like 20 qualified sales calls in the first 90 days, or you get the time frame lower, like lose 10 pounds of fat in the first 45 days, it'll make the guarantee even better. So to summarize here, use social proof, put it on your landing page, using your cold emails, put it on your YouTube, your LinkedIn, whatever. If you don't have social proof, work on a performance basis. And I should also add that when you're reaching out to these prospects and you don't have social proof or case studies, mention that you work on a performance basis. That is a good filler for a case study. Just be like, hey, we'll get you 4 to 8 new investor clients every single month on a performance basis. But work on a performance basis until you can produce a case study, which then gives you social proof, which then allows you to charge more money. The more case studies that you have, the less you'll need a guarantee. However, if you don't have a case study, you absolutely need a guarantee. And the last step here is really test the offer. Now that you have everything in place, it's time to see if the offer actually resonates with the market. So for this example, we'll stick with the Google Ads to Realtors, but here's the offer as below. We can get you 4 to 8 new investor clients every month without using networking events, and we guarantee you at least 3 new investor clients in 60 days or you don't pay. The way you can test if this offer actually works is by using cold email. Simply pull the leads from Apollo and send out cold emails to your target market and see if it resonates. See if you're getting positive replies, see if you're booking meetings. If it does, then great. Don't touch it, scale it actually. However, if it doesn't, you'll need to play around with the messaging to see what works. Maybe you change it from, instead of 4 to 8 new investor clients, maybe you do 5 to 10. Or even guarantee them instead of 3 new investor clients in 60 days, maybe you change it to 4. You really will not know what works until you test and until you start speaking directly to your target market. So the conclusion here is that offers really are the key to getting new clients in the door in the first place. So if you can nail this down, you'll be in a really good spot where you'll have a bunch of leads in your pipeline, and from there all you'd have to do is hop on a call and close them. And I hope you found some value in this video and you're actually able to implement a few things that I've taught you in this video. All you need to do now is to take these steps above, change the Google Ads Realtors example to whatever service you're selling and who you're selling to. And trust me, if you actually do this and you implement this, you will book more calls and you will close more clients. All you need to do is just test and formulate different offers and do research. So with that said, if you are a agency owner or B2B business looking for someone to run outbound for you and you're making at least $30K a month, you can book a time to speak with me in the description below. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.